Long live Blood Bowl!
Yes, that's right, Jim. Another exciting encounter is about to get underway.
Should be a classic, Bob. I spoke to the ref earlier on, and he says he'll be looking to keep a low profile.
In this classic underdog confrontation, the favorites will surely win.
The players are ready.
I think she's singing him a lullaby. He didn't react fast enough there.
No, to be effective, you've got to get your retaliation in first. And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway.
Someone has just passed me some surprising news. Jordell Fresh Breeze has just been intercepted by a dwarf. What? Oh, sorry. I got the two lines mixed up.
That did sound a little unbelievable.
They can start to move forward. That's one regulation clobbering. Some wood elves have recently put in an official request that the long pass be declared an art form.
Well, it's an art form they definitely mastered.
You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded, but perfectly legal. That's thrown out like a piece of shirt.
A strategically placed R there, Bob.
Yeah, better that than shock our young spectators.
I'm sure the presence or not of a little R may cause less trauma than watching what's happening to that player. A mouthful of knuckle and then a mouthful of dirt.
Yeah, he went down face first. In a game as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly. It's really ugly.
The ball is in her hands. corruption so widespread that the Referees Guild has set up rules concerning where, when, and how one can accept a bribe.
Under an agreement signed last season, clubs are not allowed to offer less than the going rate. It seems this player does all the talking with the fists.
And they clearly know how to get heard. Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done!
Things are hotting up.
Oh, yes. Fans are already yelling. Good news for the fans. That first touchdown means that the teams won't be settling for a boring 0-0 draw. And we're off! It's a catch! Now this player just needs to survive! The other day, someone told me that the equivalent of 60 Blood Bowl pitchers are cut down in the Elven Forest every minute.
Totally crazy. The environmental impact of the sport is obviously an issue these days. What finish, what style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow!
What finish, what style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow! Oh, brilliant side kick to the face. Let's see that again in slow motion.
The Amazons!
Yes, Jim. Scantily dressed women that hit first and ask questions later.
Yes, Bob. I just wish there were more women like that.
Don't we all, Jim? Don't we all? The ball went straight into his hands. Nice pass. The action goes on. Splendid. But it wasn't a good idea to insult them on the way past. The other one is really angry now. early days, the war dancers were considered more like cheerleaders than real players.
The match between the Athlone Avengers and Auckland Raiders changed all that. The Orcs, who were tired of the rituals, rushed at the Elven war dancers, who without batting an eyelid kept on dancing, but still managed to send 7 Raider players to hospital.
And since then, every team wants one.
This player has opened the slapping box and gives rather generously.
Oh, no, another one who actually plays the ball.
She sent him down for a chat with the Astrogranite.
What violence!
Yes, it's a great spectacle, Bob. Do you remember Eldril Sideway?
Oh, of course. He's the only elf freelance who offers his service to every elven race. Oh, he's a strange one.
Rumor has it that he's mutated.
Stranger still.
Hold still and then pow! Right in the face.
Yep, upside down. That's one way to look at things.
Instant stun.
What a sissy. That one can't hold the ground. Incoming!
Well, it is a violent sport.
And that's how you make a successful pass.
Is it true that most of the Amazon team's devoted fans consist of young men, Bob?
Not at all, Jim. I've heard a large portion of their fan base consists of disgruntled homemakers and countless scores of former Bloodwiser babes.
Aha! That would explain why the Amazon fans have their own fans themselves.
Right in the face. The other guy couldn't dodge that one. I've heard of teams that have simply disappeared after being abandoned by their supporters.
Let's say that some teams who haven't won a match for several years have been tied up by their fans and thrown into rubbish containers.
It's the only way to end a downward spiral.
Touchdown ahoy! The opposition will have to get out the grape shot if they don't want to see them disappear over the horizon. Here we go again for another bloodbath.
Ouch! Right in the face. The other guy couldn't dodge that one.
Clean take up there, nothing to say.
And I don't have any remark to add, my friend. Reminds me of when I took Griff to bits in the '91 final against Reichland.
Oh yeah, you kneecapped him. Wow, I can tell you straight, that hurts. Today's insight comes from Jaime Schnivel, coach and owner of the Goblin Lowdown Rats team. In yesterday's Spike magazine, he said that Blood Bowl was like war. No winners, just survivors.
Oh, that's deep. About as deep as his team's position in the rankings. With a flourish.
Ha! What a show-off! Get on with it!
That's the first half over.
Not soon enough for some players, eh, Bob?
A couple of minutes on the life support machine will have him back in perfect condition. We're about to get started again. No doubt they've been busy in the changing room with the needle and thread.
Some of those injuries needed a rivet gun.
In the early days, the war dancers were considered more like cheerleaders than real players.
The match between the Athlone Avengers and Auckland Raiders changed all that. The Orcs, who were tired of the rituals, rushed at the Elven war dancers, who without batting an eyelid kept on dancing, but still managed to send 7 Raider players to hospital.
And since then, every team wants one.
Good recovery. Down and quick. stunned, apparently.
Oh, a few slaps in the face and anybody can wake up instantly.
This player was really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
Could be. Or maybe his opponent shouldn't speak that way about the family. What violence!
Yes! It's a great spectacle, Bob. Look over there. Some cute little elf beauties are selling Big Moot sandwiches in the stands.
Hey, I'm off to get one. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
And so now you like Big Moot sandwiches?
No way! A little elf beauty, yeah. That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes, splotch. Opponent down.
This is good sport. Yeehaw!
Hold still and then pow! Right in the face.
The Blood Bowl annals are littered with the stories of teams who've gone bust with crippling debts.
And with the cost of doping and bribery on the rise, the problem won't be going away. They can start to move forward. He sent him down for a chat with the Astrogranite.
Right in the face. The other guy couldn't dodge that one.
Wizards have not always been able to cast spells safely from behind the sidelines. Were you playing at the time in an Albion League, a second division that prohibited spellcasting from off the pitch?
Oh, yes. They were great times. I remember fans traveling to games just to see how well Wizards stood up to the mad charge of a raving Blood Bowl star. Noise created by a sizzling fireball, followed by the characteristic sound of the snapping of a wizard's neck.
tell you straight, that hurts. He slipped him the ball.
Incoming!
Well, it is a violent sport. Blood Bowl is reputedly the toughest of all sports.
So they say. But it really only comes down to taking a few hits.
And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway.
Down and eat the dust. It's good for you. That's one regulation clobbering. Looks like there was some bad blood between those two, eh, Bob?
Yeah, Jim. Something to do with swapped body parts.
We don't see much of the heroes of law these days.
No, I don't know.
For any spectators who aren't aware, the heroes of law hope to show the world a better way by honest, strategic play on the pitch.
It's probably a good thing we don't see them. That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes, splodge.
In a game as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly, it's really ugly.
Nice play with the ball. They've been training well. Yes, they're gonna score. Hold me back, Jim. I feel like going down there and joining in. Well, the match seems nearly over, so are you doing anything interesting after the match?
Yes, I get it, Bob. It's getting really boring here.
Doping is really endemic in this sport.
Isn't it written into the game rules?
ball's in play. Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done! That reminds me of when I took Griff to bits in the '91 final against Reichland.
Oh, yeah. You kneecapped him. Do you remember Eldril Sideway?
Oh, of course. He's the only elf freelance who offers his service to every elven race. Oh, he's a strange one.
Rumor has it that he's mutated.
Stranger still. Luckily for him, he's in a coma.
Yeah, but I think it will still be hurting when he comes round in a day or two. She intercepted the ball with ease.
Right you are, my friend.
What finesse, what style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow.
You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded, but perfectly legal.
Someone has just passed me some surprising news. Jordell Fresh Breeze has just been intercepted by a dwarf. What? Oh, sorry. I got the two lines mixed up.
That did sound a little unbelievable. Oh, he swatted him like a fly.
More like punched him square in the face like a fly.
Brilliant side kick to the face. Let's see that again in slow motion.
He's dead. That's annoying. You're beyond the acceptable loss ratio now.
Come again? The other day someone told me that the equivalent of 60 Blood Bowl pitchers are cut down in the Elven Forest every minute.
Totally crazy. The environmental impact of the sport is obviously an issue these days. It seems this player does all the talking with the fists.
And they clearly know how to get heard. Without his armor, that player could have been hurt.
But it hurts. I can hear the scream. Good job there.
From a pair of safe hands.
Nice pass. The action goes on. This is what I call a fine victory.
Yes, they've won with style, and a lot of violence, too. A great game. That's what fans pay out good money to see.
Yeah, and that high mark is fully justified.
If those big brutes have any intelligence, they'll learn from this defeat that sheer power is not always the key.
Too true. If they concentrated more on getting the ball than getting the man, it would be a step in the right direction. They can't have any qualms about that defeat.
What do you expect from a team that can't keep the ball?
Collective suicide? How often does the MVP end up on the losing side?
I don't know, but if it continues like that, he'll be looking for a new team. During the whole match, they made sure that the opposition kept to their side of the halfway line.
You can pick up these enhancements wherever you want, anywhere, and they've got none here for this match.
What is this sport coming to?
Funny how you get some refs who just can't let a match flow, and others who just take a back seat.
Discreet, to say the least, but then discretion is the better part of valor.